good, y'all? Damian Lillard dropped a hot track, and the name of it is called Gimme Some Love. So Damian Lillard, he goes by the name Dame Dolla. I gotta check out Dame because I always been a big fan of Dame Lillard. Due to his Achilles, he will be out this season, and he was out last season. So if a lot of people might not know, but he was traded to Milwaukee Bucks, and that did not work out too well. So he ended up going back to Portland Blazers. So that's where he's at now. He said he want to be closer to family. You've been missing out, not being able to see Damian Lillard. Because, baby, he be balling. I'm about to dive into his new jam called Gimme Some Love. And they say he had 4 albums. So I'm going to have to go back and check him out, y'all. It's the second music video from his YAGI mixtape. So that's what's up. Music is very therapeutic. So let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. Please do subscribe. Drop your comments. All right, Damian. All right, here we go, y'all.
Hey, fuck is you saying? I was just playing along. Bitch, I knew I was the man. I just been shrinking the circle. Only a feel you is not in the plan. Give me some love, long as it's real shit. Probably can fuck with a stand. What do you see at a glance? The realest you don't stand a chance. Look at the polish. They seen it back at the college. Bitches was giving me knowledge. I was a sponge. Niggas been getting it done. Before I had money in pocket, I need to stop it. They ain't had this on the docket. When it's a millions in profit, how can you knock it? Niggas is stressing me out. Wiping my lips to the toxins, yeah. Hey, we passed the gold. Bottles around, the click and the comes, yeah. I tried to be cordial with all you niggas, but it was a dub, yeah. Talking back to me, said I did enough. I'm a simple man, I don't want to lie, just give me some love.
Okay, Dave.
I'ma just kick in the dome, the nigga for real, I ain't sending a sub. Stepping on shit is a habit, I'm simply a savage and really the plug. I don't do sparkles and shows, it ain't no extra when I'm in the club. I'ma walk in with a vibe, and I'm in the drive. One of the realest alive, ayy. A lot of you wear disguise, just in the eyes, this in the positive too. Whatever we got was due. Give me some love, not with a push or a nudge. And when you see bitches in flood, ayy. Hey, we passed the gold, bottles around, the click and the comes, yeah. I tried to be cordial with all you niggas, but it was a dub, yeah. Been talking to God, he talking back to me, said I did enough. I'm a simple man, I don't wanna lie, just give me some love.
Okay, Dave.
They talk like I ain't give them 50, smoking like Bobby and Whitney.
Yeah, I'm feeling it. I like this.
They want me in all of y'all cities. Got waved and was popping a willy. And now I'm just living through Gilly. Lately I'm having the time. The chatter ain't easing my mind. They say I decline, but they must say look at the line. I promise that somebody lying. I see the signs. Nigga, you know I'm divine. I ain't the one to be crying. I'm keeping it kind. Weighing the pros and the cons. Send some love to the dime, nigga. Hey, we passed the gold. Bottles around. The click and the comes, yeah. I tried to be cordial with all you niggas, but it was a dub, yeah. Been talking to God, he talking back to me, said I did enough. I'm a simple man, I don't want to lie.
Okay. All right, Dave. I love the video. He looks so happy. Got his gold in his mouth. I'm feeling this. I believe what he's talking about when he was traded to Milwaukee Bucks. And, a lot of people were talking about that he wasn't happy there. I used to watch a lot of those games, and it seemed like it was some type of disconnect. So I believe when he said people was popping willies when he was waived. So you had a lot of people who was happy that he was waived. Because, Milwaukee, they were struggling. Yeah, they were struggling. Even though they had Giannis, they still was struggling. Yeah. But yeah, so they traded him to Portland. He was happy there. But yeah, basically he just saying, hey, he talked to God. And God tell him, hey, you have done enough. Really, you don't have to really show people that you're relevant. You already put the work. You already put the work in. You put the time in. And he just basically say, hey, I'm a simple man. Okay, I don't have to do this or I don't have to do that. I don't have to look shiny when I go out to the club. I don't need a big escort. He just come on in, pick up on people vibes. He say he's the realest. And, he can see through the fakeness. And he said it's a dub. You know, so he just calling. It sounds like he just calling out people who's fake, who's not real, who's not riding for Dame. You know, and also when he said when he popped his Achilles, a lot of people felt some type of way. You know, which people can't control when they get injured. But you know, of course, you're gonna have those crazy fans who popping off at the mouth. Yeah, trade him, trade him. So, you know, basically he just say, hey, I talked to God. He's the highest. Okay? And he told him, hey, you have done enough. So, you know, he's really taking time to stay in the gym, trying to work his way back up. But they say he will be out for this whole season. So, yeah, just keep going, Dame. You know, it's a lot of guys that got injured. It's a lot of guys have Achilles injuries. I feel the song is hot. Got a nice track. The production sound good. The cadence. He has like a smooth style. Not too fast, not too slow. And the lyrics, to me, it's not really complex, but what he's saying is very clear. You know exactly what he's speaking about. You know, it's like he's giving us an image in our mind to say, hey, you know, college girls, college, they know what the deal was. He soaked up the knowledge like a sponge. And, you know, he used the knowledge to apply to his day-to-day life. And he said, you know, he's tired of the fakeness. You know, sometimes it leads him to drinking. But, yeah, I believe it's a hot track. I like the track. You know, I like the guys singing on the hook. And I just like the meaning. You know, when anybody can write how they feel, it's always an A+. You know, and it's really a way of healing. It's therapeutic when you write and when you put all of your negative energy into your rap music. And baby, Dame, let me say Dame is not new to the rap game. You know, I've been checking out some of his other songs. And he be rocking. He be rocking. I had to give it to Dame. And if I rate this song, I'm going to rate it from 1 to 10. I would give it a 10. And the reason is, when you struggle from a injury, a long-term injury, it really does something to you mentally. And by him putting all of it into his music is beautiful. You know, he's not harming anybody. He's just chilling and dropping some hot tracks. So I'm going to have to give him 10 out of 10. I love his lyrics. I really do. So y'all drop y'all comments. Let me know what y'all think about this song. And you know, like I said, I miss him. I miss him on the court. I mean, like I said, he's one of my favorite point guards right now. Besides Steph Curry. Steph Curry would have to be my second point guard. He's a bad dude. Real. And you know, I hope for a very speedy recovery for Dame. Really do. All right, y'all. Well, I'm out. Peace.